So introduction to e-commerce. So as you know that, like, I mean, nowadays everybody knows what is e-commerce. So I do not have to really get into that and tell you what is e-commerce. But yes, e-commerce is something electronics media of doing the business, right? So it can be like e-commerce through online. We can do uh, buy or sell product or service, right? That's what.
Mhm.
So we'll get into that. So what are the types of e-commerce? Okay. So the e-commerce business limits, like there are, as I say, like, I mean, what are the products or the service, right? What type of products or service, or who is selling that product, right? To whom? I mean, let's say if I'm the seller, I'm selling to somebody.
Yeah.
That's the medium. It's talk. I mean, we're talking about here the product source and product medium and the purchaser, right? And where it is sold on, the product, where the product is sold on, it might be some medium like the marketplace, online marketplace like Amazon, Flipkart and all those. That's a
Mm.
medium, right?
Right.
Okay, so what are the types of products are sold? There are, I mean, I'm not talking about the service here, we are just focusing on the products because we will be selling products, so we are not talking about service. But service also can be as a I mean, as can be e-commerce as well. That's what
Mhm.
it's mentioned here. For four main product types can be like physical products, digital products, services, and affiliates. So when I say
Mhm.
physical products are the product, actual product which you can see and feel, right? You can get that product, and as like on Amazon, you buy the product and it is physically delivered, and you can use that product by touching it physically. But there are products like digital products, which are the product softwares, right? Those are the digital products, and those can also be sold on online through some, not on Amazon, but it can be sold somewhere else, and you can buy the software, right? Like, as like, let's say if I just give the example of Microsoft Office, that's a software which can be purchased from Microsoft.com. That's a digital product, right? In a
Mhm.
similar way, the service can be sold and service can be, I mean, purchased as well, right? Service, when I say service, it can be online service, any kind of, like if I provide digital marketing service to a company. So I am, let's say I have my website built up where I have provided digital service. I mean, I've listed my service, and somebody comes over and purchase that. Then I provide them the service, and this medium is like online medium, and this, that is nothing but the e-commerce medium, right? So they
Mhm.
can buy and uh, purchase, then we provide the service. Affiliates are again the online medium. There are online mediums, offline affiliates are there, online affiliates medium are there. So that there are different affiliates mediums are there, like if you know about like Clickbank and JVju, there are many affiliate websites wherein like you can find different products, and you you can be affiliates to promote that. So this is a digital medium again to I mean, uh, to sale happen over there, right? The transaction
Yeah.
happen over there.
Mhm.
So there are like, I mean, who the products are sold to, that product can be sold to uh, customers, like business to the, which will nothing but called as business to customers. And the second medium is like B2B, like it can be business to business. A business can sell product to another business. It might not be on retail, it might be on bulk quantity, but it is like if I'll give the example of a website like Alibaba. Alibaba is
Yeah.
nothing but a B2B business platform, right? Where we order like product, we procure the product in bulk there, right?
Right.
So that's a B2B platform, whereas Amazon is purely a B2C platform. But that's a
Mhm.
e-commerce definitely, right?
Right.
So that's these are the different three types, and B2G also. There could be some I mean e-commerce platform where only the business can sell to government some kind of product or service, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can be B2G.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the products, where the products sold on? So the products can be sold on, like as we were discussing, it can be sold on branded e-commerce stores, like selling on, you can brand your own store and sell your product. It can be like, if you want to sell physical product, it can be Shopify or BigCommerce or your own e-commerce store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's say if I want, I mean, I'm creating a brand, I want to sell that product on my website, I can build a website
Mm-hmm.
by using these all ready-made platform, like which is there available for us, like Shopify or BigCommerce. Or else I can build my own website by using some developer, then I can sell the product online itself, right? So
Yeah.
that's something branded e-commerce store I can build. And e-commerce marketplace, like selling on Amazon, eBay or Flipkart, these are the e-commerce marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why it is on bold. So that is what we will be learning, like selling on Amazon, how you can sell on Amazon, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And the conventional e-commerce is nothing but selling through social media platform, in Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. We can do that way as well nowadays. That is also possible that we can sell product or service through these social media platforms as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about like how, what is e-commerce. I think I can go through another like legality part. Okay. Okay. So we talked about like the e-commerce, right? We just came to know that there, I mean, e-commerce, we can do many way the business online. But out of that, Amazon is the one model which is nothing but the e-commerce marketplace, where, I mean, like Amazon, there are other websites as well, marketplaces as well, like Flipkart and eBay. But our predominant like course module is something which where we'll learn about Amazon, right?
Right.
And here, what are different types of Amazon business? I would say like there are three major types of business which can be done on Amazon. One is wholesale, and I'll explain about wholesale, I'll explain about retail, and I'll explain about private label. So you'll understand what is the difference and how can you, I mean, which would be which one would be good for you, right? So wholesale is nothing but if you see here this picture, it says like manufacturer is at this left end, left side, where like, I mean, the seller in this middle person, the seller buys the product on a bulk from the manufacturer and sells to customers on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically wholesale. So how it works, like let's say, I mean, if I want to do in business on this model, so what I have to do, I have to find a manufacturer who has a good brand established on offline. Okay, I'll just take example of probably Wow, you know Wow, like beauty products.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so there is a brand, but they are still, I mean, they are selling on online now as well. But
Mm-hmm.
they are a brand who started long back, and they have, I mean, they had many products, but they had, let's say, if they, that brand at that point is only selling on offline market, not on online anywhere, not on Amazon.com or not on any other platform, any other marketplace like Flipkart or eBay or Walmart. They're not selling. So what I can do, like if I am the seller, I want to build the business on this model, wholesale model. I can I have to find that kind of brand who has good brand, established brand, with good products, right? Then I'll buy the product, their product on bulk. Then I'll get uh, exclusive rights from them, saying that I want to sell your product on Amazon. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they give us the exclusive right, and when I say give us, then it means that to the seller,
Mm-hmm.
seller gets the exclusive right to sell that product on Amazon. So nobody, I mean, manufacturers should not go ahead and sell that same product to some other seller, right? So that is the wholesale model. But this model, we will not be doing the business on this model. Our model will be different, which we'll talk about um, in a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wholesale model, as I explained, in this model, the seller directly buys from manufacturers in bulk quantity and sell to Amazon customers. Okay. So buy from brand that does not have Amazon presence, and most preferably new brand that has good sales velocity on offline market. Right? You are getting the idea, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So preferably a product not at the end of product life cycle. So I mean we should find a product which is not towards the end of cycle or it's already on the end of cycle. It should not be that kind of product which you are selecting if you are doing business, if you want to do business on this model, right?
Yeah.
The other model is nothing but retail arbitrage. So retail arbitrage, if I mean, if I explain this, this is basically, I mean, you buy product from many places on deals, okay, on a lower price, and sell it on higher price on Amazon. So let's say if Walmart has some deal, like 80% of discount on some product, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then what I'll do, like I'll go ahead and buy that discounted product, which might be a good product, which is not that like it will be some old stock. It might be old stock. You never know, but it is a original product. It is not that duplicate or it is not reused product as well. It is a new product,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then I can sell the product on Amazon on a normal price, standard price, right? Then that
Mm-hmm.
80% of discount what I got, I'll get definitely good profit margin.
Yeah.
So that is a model is basically is called retail arbitrage. So in
Okay.
this model, what you can do, like you can go to many places like online, offline marketplaces, and buy and roam around and buy products on deals and
Mm-hmm.
get those product and list on Amazon. And when the sale comes, you deliver the product to customer, right? So that's the retail arbitrage model.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I explained that in this model, the seller buys the product on retail from many different online and offline stores through deals and promotion, and then sell those on Amazon to make profit. That's the basic theme of it, like basic concept how retail arbitrage will work.
Yeah.
Now coming to this private label, which is the business model on which like we will be establishing or I mean we will be setting up our own business, is the private label business model. What is this model? This model is like you or the seller will
Mm-hmm.
basically find a manufacturer who can, like, before finding the manufacturer, obviously you'll find the product which you want to build as your own brand, right? So
Yeah.
you'll say, I mean, you'll find the manufacturer, then you'll create your own brand and
Mm-hmm.
you'll buy on bulk. It might not be just one, or it might not be 10 or 20 quantity, it might be in bulk quantity. It might be
Mm-hmm.
300 or 500 number of units you'll buy, and you'll sell those units on retail to Amazon customers,
Okay.
right? That's a basic, I mean, concept of private label. But if you say the difference between this wholesale and private label, I hope you have got that difference, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
Hmm?
Whatever
Yeah,
the manufacturer brand, same brand we are continuing, that is wholesale.
right, right.
And when we are having our own brand, that is a private label.
Private label, yeah. That's basically we are leveling our own product,
Yeah,
right?
own brand name.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the, I mean, the three basic model of Amazon business, which you'll
Yeah,
learn how you can. I think I'm not sure if I can talk about again the next thing.
yeah,
Okay, next thing I can talk about quickly. Okay, so now coming to this, as we talked about like private label business.
mm-hmm.
Now you can do two ways, as I said in the morning, right? You can do by a BA
Mm-hmm.
or you can do by a BM. But
Yeah,
mostly we'll be doing, as you'll be doing if you are doing on the US market, mostly it will be a BA. Will not be doing a BM because we are not there in that country, right?
mm-hmm.
Our product has to be stored on warehouse only.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, like what exactly you'll be doing? What is this procedure?
I have
What are
one
the steps will be
small,
involved?
I have one small question here, Murthy.
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
So when you are going to sell in US market,
Mm,
your manufacturer is there in China.
mm.
So you are sending all your goods directly to US Amazon FBA, right?
Yes,
Amazon inventory.
exactly. Yeah, you'll be sending
So
all
the
your
Amazon
goods
is
to.
collecting all those shipped items to there, and then they are distributing based on the orders, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You'll understand in that in detail, like how they distribute, what I mean, what all things are, I mean, considered for them to, I mean, identify as your products, right?
Right,
So
right.
when they get millions of millions orders in a day, how they'll
Yeah,
know that this is your product, and how they'll, I mean, exactly pick your product and pack it and send it to the customer. So you'll understand
yeah.
those things as well. I mean, what all things are
Sure,
involved there. Okay.
sure,
So those are the part, I mean, eventually you'll learn.
sure.
Okay. Now on this model, like a BM business model, it's a model like, as I said, you will find a product first, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
you will create your own version of the product. You might change something on the product, maybe in the design, or maybe on the packaging, or maybe in doing a different bundling. It might be anything. I mean, that's something we'll also understand in future. How can you differentiate your product, right? That is something we'll talk about on future sessions. Uh, but yeah, so you'll create your own product, own version of product, then find and contact the manufacturer. Then what you do here, like once you contact the manufacturer, you will place the order with them, right? Your order will be placed. Once your order is placed, they'll manufacture your product, they'll keep your product ready. Then the shipment has to happen from, I mean, manufacturer warehouse to Amazon warehouse or to your warehouse. It might be any place, right? It is up to us where we want to take it. We may want to take it to the Amazon warehouse directly if you want to sell through a BA. If you want to first bring it to us to check the product, if everything is fine, all all boxes, like all packaging, product packaging are done nicely. If there is any defective, if you want to do that, that also is possible. Like you can bring to your place and send it to warehouse, Amazon warehouse, or you keep it
Okay.
at your place and do through a BM,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Now then the next step is like once you send your product to a BA, you launch your product on Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and then you grow the business on
Okay.
Amazon and outside of Amazon as well, right? So
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
a basic overview how I mean, how you can, I mean, run Amazon FBA business,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is again the same thing, like it's which is talked about, like what is Amazon fulfillment to use, send products to Amazon. Amazon stores your product. So it's basically saying like once your product is there in Amazon warehouse, how it basically works, right?
Mm-hmm.
How Amazon does that fulfillment work. Here it says that you, once your product is in their warehouse, this is in their warehouse, they'll store the product and customer purchases the product, right? Then Amazon will pick your product, pack it and send it to customers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the process. Like this is how they do it. but there definitely there are a lot of technicalities involved which you will understand how they identify, how they ship it to customer. Those are things you'll understand.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all about. I think I mean today's session. I covered what is the basic of e-commerce,
Okay.
what are the types of Amazon business, and
Mhm.
what is FBA. Right. Hope you have an understanding now how what is all this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you
I
can connect.
understand.
Yeah. So if you have any doubts or anything, if
Yeah,
like you can ask.
and see, Mrityunjay, you're going to cover how to get the UPC code, private labeling, how to get that, and these all things, barcodes, these all things you're going to cover, right? How to get those all
Everything will be there. Part of it.
private labeling part. Yeah,
Everything is part of this program. Like you learn a lot of things which you
yeah.
learn
In
like
fact, those all are mandatory, right? Getting the barcodes
no, it's
and
not mandatory. There are ways. Talk about those things.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, there is something called GTN exemption. So you'll learn all those things. That's a lot of
Yeah.
things are there. So you'll learn a lot.
And also you're going to show me the practical part also, right? By opening your account or somebody's account.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
How to
yes.
track how much sales, revenues, and
Everything. You'll learn everything. I mean, I
yeah.
have Seller Central. If you go have gone through the module
Mhm.
which I had sent to you,
Yeah, yeah. I have gone through the content part, whatever you sent to me.
so that's something you'll learn, right? So that includes like Seller Central overview
Mhm.
on which like I'll talk. I think we'll have around 4 sessions for sell, 4 to 5
Seller
sessions for
Central means it is a seller's dashboard.
yes, seller dashboard. Yes,
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
there will be around 4 to 5 sessions for Seller Central
Mhm.
where you learn everything about Seller Central. How can you manage orders? How can you I
Mhm.
mean manage your inventory? How can you create a B shipment plan? How
Mhm.
can you edit your inventory? How can you create your inventory? How
Mhm.
can you use flat file? Lot of things are there. So
Okay.
you'll learn all those things.
Okay. And also, I have gone through the Jungle Scout one tool is there.
Mm.
Did you heard about it? Jungle Scout.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That tool also you are going to cover, Mrityunjay.
Yes.
Yeah, by using that tool, I have seen some videos. We can
Mm.
able to see the products and their revenues, their reviews, how the
Yes.
product and whether high demand, low competition. These all things we can able to see with that.
Yes. Yes.
So you're going to cover that tool also, right? That is a licensed, I think, right?
That's a licensed one, and you will buy $97 would be the cost of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are two applications. One is called Chrome extension. One is called web application.
Mm-hmm.
And you will buy the one which you are telling that's a Chrome extension. That's a
Mm-hmm.
one-time cost. That's a yearly cost of
Mm-hmm.
$97. Earlier they used to have lifetime one fee, but
Mm-hmm.
now they have done a yearly
Oh,
fees.
okay.
Okay. We'll talk about that. There is a session for tools as well. What all
Okay.
tools you'll use and
Mm-hmm.
I mean which tool would give you what details and all. There are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things. I mean, there are not this tool only alone. There are many tools which you will use during
Okay.
your product research.
Okay. Sure, Murthanjay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it from my side also. Thank you so
yeah,
much
yeah,
for your time.
yeah. Thanks a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, I know you might be having a lot of doubts and
No, because
anxiety
I
as well.
know half of, right? So I may get a doubt. If I know fully,
Yeah,
then
yeah. I mean, that's absolutely fine. You should ask every question. No
yeah.
question is bad question. So you should ask whatever doubts you have. No,
Yeah.
no problem in that. So
Sorry,
I'm here
sorry
to
for
explain you.
asking
No, no, no,
many
no, no,
doubts.
no.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry for that. Like, I mean, it's
No,
good that
because
you're asking.
the problem here is I have gone through the few videos. I
I
understand
know,
half of.
I know that. I mean, that's what it happens. Like
Yeah.
nowadays, anybody can see YouTube and find a lot of information, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know, like, you must have gone through this Jungle Scout. There are a lot of other tools which I'll talk about.
Yeah.
There are like tools which will help you to see the sales chart, right?
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
like, if you know BSR,
And
uh,
also, yeah, one more tool is there to calculate the profits from the Amazon side also
Correct,
by
correct,
entering the products by
correct,
entering the product cost.
correct, correct. AMG Scout. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there are many tools. That I mean, if I have to name now, I think I do not want to confuse you at this point,
Sure.
because if I tell you all those things, you will be probably not in. I mean, it will be the same thing watching the YouTube video,
No,
right?
no,
I
we'll
do
go
not
the
want.
structural way, as you said,
Correct. I
Mrityunjay.
want to
Yeah,
take you through the structure way so that you are
yeah.
not confused. Because if I tell something in the advanced thing, then what will happen? You will get confused.
Sure, sure.
So
Yeah,
that's why I'm not talking about those things now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know, like I'll take you through the step by step thing so that you do not get messed up, right?
Sure, sure, sure,
Okay,
Mrityunjay. Yeah, yeah.
right. So fine
Sure,
then.
Mrityunjay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, tell me yourself telling something.
No, no, no. Thanks for your time. Tomorrow
No
also
issues.
same time, right?
Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow it can be on the same time. Tomorrow it can be early also. It's not. I mean,
Yeah, early
why?
also possible for me. Yeah, anytime.
Early is fine because I don't want to make it so late. Because tomorrow
Hmm.
also is weekend and it must be holiday for you, right? I think
Yeah, right,
one
right,
second.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just stop this recording.
No, because yeah, yeah, sure.